Howdy, y'all. Hey, this is going to be my return. I'm sorry I've been gone for so long. I may be gone for a little longer in the future. I'll get back to that. I Am Serious may have a post for y'all about me. I will be responding or addressing the idea of robotification, or man-bots, as I was thinking about it. Now, this is not so much me stealing or co-opting or boosting Stardusk's idea or thought, as it is, and I've noticed this a lot in my life, thought convergence. Thought convergence happens in communities like ours. It happens in science. It happens in TV shows. It just happens. The human brains are normatively structured. There's only so much variation. Given a certain group getting certain input, it's not uncommon that a lot of people have the same idea. But a variation on what Stardusk was saying. For me to have avoided, and I've been thinking about this for like 6-7 months now, and pardon me, for me to have avoided what happened to be in the last 6 years, and what continues to happen to me, yes, I accept my part of the blame for it. But my part of the blame could have been avoided if only I was an emotionless human robot. Yes, Stardust talks about the cost of the lie. I believed in it like an idiot. Yeah, there is no justice because there is no God. Love is a lie, and I was talking about it today, created by men. Yeah, I woke up this morning with 5 great ideas. I just wanted to pound out videos like I was, banging pussy in Denver. But what wound up happening was, of course, I checked my messages, and God, the goddamn race issue. And I actually had a pretty good argument, MGTOW argument, that got erased because I was dealing with this race issue. And I admit, in the morning I can be an asshole. And so, yeah, sorry if I offended anyone, but if you get offended, that's your business. It's not mine. I don't really give a shit. And then, of course, a new troll, some homophobic troll. So I was dealing with that guy, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm not that overweight. I'm not fat like most Americans, and on top of that, I'm not gay. I don't know why people constantly throw this at me. I think it's just because they're jealous because I'm kind of a good looker. And that's not a conceit. That's just me being honest. But on to emotionless human robot. A man-bot. And that's honestly what society expects of us. They expect us not to care at all. And I've been talking to people about this a lot. People from all professions, all fields, all ages. And it is seen literally like a mental disorder if a man has feelings. If a man cries, he's considered a pussy or emotionally unstable. If a woman cries, that's just normal hormones. If a man gets angry, don't get angry, he's considered a dangerous psychopath. And then the ultimate irony is, if you actually are able to totally shut out your emotions, and I've done this for a few years, about 2-3 years ago, people view you as a sociopath. Yeah, and ironically, and some people did papers on this like 3 years ago, the attraction of James Bond, why women think James Bond's attractive. Yeah, James Bond is a sociopath. He'll just kill whoever his government tells him to. And he has no fear. Yeah, think about it. It's all backwards. Like Lieutenant Colonel Mays Hughes said, it's all backwards. Why is psychology in the College of Liberal Arts? Because psychology is not a science. It's a lie. It's there to brainwash you and to make anyone who has any inkling of what's really going on seem crazy. It's like this. The internet exists. Smartphones exist, Facebook exists, and morons do have access to them. But if you were to say that to a psychiatrist, he would call you paranoid and delusional. even though we can prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that the NSA is spying on every American. Yeah, that's not paranoid, delusional conspiracy theory. It's fact. But yeah, if you express any emotion, you're mentally unstable. If you don't express any emotion at all, you're dangerously a sociopath. In fact, the only emotion they don't want men to express is fear, which is the definition of sociopathy. That you lack the ability to have a fight or flight response. Or that your fight or flight response is predicated on such a high circumstantial stress level that any creature on the planet that has like a reptilian brain would also respond in kind. And so I don't know how to make this as moving or as important as I wanted it to be. I woke up this morning with 5 really good ideas. I'm down to just like 2, and even then, one of them's a race issue, and I'm so tired of it. And the other one's an argument. And I know my videos aren't as good as they used to be. I won't get into why that is. I'm not on fire right now. M is not on fire. M occasionally gets on fire. When I get on fire, you know it and you love me. But yeah, I just wanted to comment and have everyone ponder what Stardusk was saying a little more. Society expects us to be emotionless human robots. And my crime, my sin, was having emotions, was believing the lie. And so, to that commenter on my Manny the Male Feminist video, who said, screw you, I'm not leaving my dog. Look, man, if you don't leave your dog, your life will get destroyed. Holding on to things, holding on to love, to children, to justice, to God, to ideals, to the Republic, these things will destroy you. And that's an oddly nihilistic statement. And it hurts me to say it. You know, look, man, society doesn't give one good goddamn fuck about you, bruh. And, it's important for a lot of men to understand not to get too attached to anything. I guess to bring this back to sort of a Mo Berg, kind of an Alan Wattsian kind of thing. Look, the Buddhists say attachment is suffering. The Buddhists say attachment is suffering. That's why during the Vietnam conflict, when the Buddhist monks were setting themselves on fire, what they were demonstrating that they weren't even attached to their flesh, to their life, that they could burn themselves alive and not even scream out in pain. That is what society expects of men and always has for thousands of years. To suffer in silence. Even if you are literally on fire, they want you to be so detached, so lacking in emotion and feeling, that you won't scream out in pain. No, I think I'll leave everyone to view that fact from a different perspective. Yes. Remember, brothers, attachment is suffering, and men have known this for thousands of years. From the Shaolin Temple to the Wu Mountains. Attachment is suffering. All right. Well, you guys have a nice day. And always remember to go your own way. Yours truly, M.